Okie dokie. Oh. Apparently my password doesn't want to work today. Yeah, it really doesn't work. Okay. Alright. Brain. We can think today. Nope. Okay. Okay, it really doesn't work today. Uh-oh. Can we play? Okay. Now? Of course. Of course I'll go shower. Hola, ¿cómo está? The boss runes got me in a chokehold. Oh, I think they've got everyone in a chokehold. Hello, hello. I put a hydrolite in this one today. Definitely needed. I've had a fantastic day. How was your evening, my dear? Alright, let's have a look. Alright, so I'm starting off strong. I'm right next to the wizard, so I'm going to go for it. The armor is now back in the game, which is excellent. I do have the opportunity to use Bog and Myrtle, which is amazing. I'm curious to try it up against the bosses today. Witan. Good. Glad new bosses. Drops Witan. Oh, you mean the dagger? Yeah. Actually, you know what? That makes me think of some of the new weapons that I've got available to me, which is fantastic. I'm just going to take these guys out. And yep. Captain America style. And I have to admit, I really enjoy the Bromius Pact now that it's actually active properly. We thank the people, the good people of DE and Soulframe to reactivate the armor. I was running a few different bits and pieces earlier this morning. The Ode Tempest, the Odiac, absolutely slays. So running with Bromius, I don't have to level it anymore. So I'm most likely gonna play with the Bromius Pact because I actually really enjoy it. I'm thinking what I'm gonna play with is the AEST root staff, which I'm uber excited for because I have the 15+ attack speed and I can smite, reduce, reduction armor. However, I can also show off a little bit with the Blitzel bow. Reason being, the Alka's Breath rune. I was very lucky. I didn't sleep last night, admittedly, so I went and took on the Orb Mother. I'm gonna just keep calling her that. And she dropped the Alka's Breath rune. With the totems that I've allocated to them, I've given the Yielding. The Arrow Hail slows enemy movement for 6 seconds. It also opens up an additional slot, which is phenomenal. So I've decided to go with the additional 1 in 3 smite chance, which is phenomenal. And I've leveled all of these up to level 3. I know that they're not yellow, but the fact that I can do enemy armor reduction by 25 and the smite chance on top of that with the Arrow Hail slow, this is just incredible. So I'm going to drop the duration down. So I've got like a relatively even spread here. So 15 courage and spirit, and then 12 grace, and a healthy amount of 44 armor as well. So I'm going to go take on the wizard. A Spider and Nimrod both hate you. I doubt that they hate you. The random drop trans in games is not ideal. I definitely admit that. I will be going towards Nimrod directly after this fight as well. So I'm going to like run my rotation again. So I'm going to show you why I'm absolutely loving the arrow hail. It's absolutely phenomenal against all of these bosses. It literally stun locks them, Helix. Like, there is no way in hell they can move. It's absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, the UI for the health bar is bugged, but I don't care. It's absolutely sensational. Like, the wizard cannot do anything. He's dead. Oh, you've got to be joking. Arcstorm.
I'll try not to see it through it.
That's delicious. All right. Stream's done. You've got to be joking. That is a massive win. That makes me very happy. So, let's have a look. Earth Root. Yes, please. Arcstorm. The rune of the Earth Storm, the root of all rain. 50% voltaic for 15 seconds. So, that's for a staff. And it opens up 2 more defensive slots. So what have we got? 40% stagger reflected while blocking. 18 stability, kick stagger, and parry window. I'm a little bit disappointed that it opens up the defensive slot. However, I can understand why it wouldn't be applying to the attack, because that'd just be like stupendously overpowered. I wish you could at least switch between the defensive or the utility slot. But that is phenomenal. All right, what other weapons do I have that have got an excess of these little guys? Because the way that the runes, I've actually like managed to max this out, that costs 20,000 at the very last to max this out, to get to the 175% arcanic damage spread. So I would really like to see what other replicated. All right, so it looks like I've got 10 of these, so I'll just drop these down to 1, and then I'll see what I can put into the Arcstorm. That's phenomenal. I cannot believe that just happened. Streamer luck, you know. I'm gonna have to go catch a ton of animals though, which is completely fine. I most likely could get rid of the ones that I don't want to use. So the attack speed I'll always keep. Staggering on primary attacks is useful. Throws slow enemies as well, and attack speed. So I've already got that. So that's green. That's green. So that's sword and board. So I can get rid of that. I don't really see the utility use of the kick stagger's increased charge rate of the next heavy attack. However, I can see the benefit to it for sure. So I haven't actually played with that just yet. Throw slow movement. All right, we can get rid of that one. And stagger on primary attacks. Yeah, right. So that's a double up. So essentially, you really want to run just like the 5 that you have. So I'm just hoarding things at the moment. So let's have a look. All right, so I've got 4 in those. In that weapon category, I should be a little bit more specific. So we've got Duck Duck Goose. All right, that's leveled up. That's purple. So that gives 500. That's fantastic. Attack speed, that's maxed out. All right, so we've got 3 out of the 5. I'm assuming, because there's rats as well. So you get ducks, bunnies, squirrel, otter, rat. So it's about 5 animals, from my understanding at the moment. All right, so that's halberds, magic ones, magic's done, short swords. All right, so stagger attack, that's green. All right, don't need that one. So I've leveled up 2 of these. And that's for short swords. All right, so that's stagger on primary attack. Yo, so the maxed ones actually level out really well. 2,875. All right, And then squirrel. So that's attack speed. So the squirrels are quite useful. Ducks, they're okay. Okay. Attack speed. So that's additional smite. Alright. So I'll maintain these for the short swords, and then long blades. I have not really been using a lot of these, unfortunately. So I can get rid of these. I'm literally like hoarding them. So I've got 12,810. Alright, so that's a yellow one as well. And that drops 755. But I've already maxed that, so I can drop that one too. And then I can drop that one too. Alright, so long swords we'll be able to get through as well. Sword and board, I think we've already gone through, yep. So we've basically neutralized every single extra totem that we've got. So we'll go back to the Arc Storm and we'll level that up. 5,000, yeah, and then it's 10,000 for this one. That's incredible. Okay, I'm just gonna go cry now. Please don't. Aw, don't cry, Helix. You will get it. I did not expect that to happen, in all honesty. So hopefully, maybe I'll get lucky, and the Nimrod will hopefully drop what we need. So we'll go do Nimrod, and then we'll go up to the Fort Conehold as well. That was just amazing. They just don't like me. Yeah, the RNG is not ideal. I do understand that. It is really frustrating when you're like, oh my god, like this looks amazing. I really want it. If you do, I might actually leave the stream for the night. Please don't. I love having you here. But also, I don't want to like hold you to that. Like if, yeah. Alright, so this is a green. So I've figured out too, like the 3 flowers for harmony is like the green based animal. And then I think there's 4, and then the 5th. Oh, bunny. Alright, so that's another green. So now what I've got to do is figure out where all the rarer animals drop. Probably like in the higher level capped areas. So most likely in like the northeast area. Oh, okay. We get a hug from you? Okay. You're welcome, Franklin. The stalwart Franklin. Wonderful. Okay. Alright, let's go test this baby out with Smite. I'm uber stoked for this. The attack speed on this is just out of this world. Perfect song, cutscene. Legit, right? Alright, there we've got a Smite, so we've got active. Yo, it does lightning damage? Are you shitting me? Wow, that's dope. Okay, now I understand what Dreesus was saying yesterday about this particular rune. That is phenomenal. Okay, that's going to be insane on Odiak. I'm assuming I can use it on the Odiak. Unless there's a particular rune per weapon category. So like you've got one for the bows and you can switch it freely between each bow, I'm assuming. I haven't tried it yet. But I mean, the Arc Storm seems to be in conjunction with the staff. So you can either use that on Gwillin or the Erstwood, which is the one that I'm using. You can use it on Odiak. Yo, that's gonna be freaking extremely strong then. Because most of the voltaic damage in the game is like exceptional. It outweighs arcanic damage way more. So I do want to level this particular weapon. And then, yeah, I'll test it out in the Odiak as well. So I do need more Smite activated on this particular weapon. And the reason why I'm using the Bromius Pact is only because it gives you health back straight away. And a lot more too. And its damage output is like insane. I like the fact that we get the giant slice with it too. That's awesome. I was kind of hoping that we got that as the heavy attack. That's wicked. Okay, it does seem to do 1 damage. I wonder why. Okay. It's not... Why is it locking his health away? Like, you can't see it. Okay. Right. Interesting. I love the bell sound to this as well. Oh, little dragonfly. Yeah, like the details on this staff, like little bells that ring every time that you swing it. Like, that's amazing. I was discussing with someone earlier though that I wish we had access to a different damage type. Say like corrupted or ode magic. That'd be really great. Because I really like when you start casting with this weapon, it starts looking like, okay, this is a really good example. Alright. Like, when you start swinging more and more and more, like you get that dark circle of energy around your ankles. That's amazing. Alright. Oh no. Look, we're getting an aerial assault. Alright, you can go away. Oh no, there was a smite. Damn it. Hey, don't kick me. You know what? Oh yes, we got the headbutt buck. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, get that headbutt. You know what, Nimrod? Yeah, you can take that. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? You get my headbutt. Gonna headbutt you a few times. Get out of here. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, sweet. Now we've got the extra damage. Oh no, it took it away. Oh, so you can't use it on another weapon. Ah, that's a shame. Can you please get smitten? I know people were saying in the dev stream, smitten is something else. I'm like, I don't care. Get smitten. Alright, so... No. Come on, Nimrod. We're gonna suss this out, please. You're gonna give me... Oh, how did that miss him? Alright. So that's only doing 1 damage per tick to him at the moment. Is the damage broken on this? That's literally just doing 1 damage. Alright, so the heavy attack does a lot more. Yeah, the heavy attack is doing 42 damage, but the singular attack is only doing 1 damage tick. Alright. Even the Stampede's only doing 1 tick to him. I wonder why. That's not ideal. 42. So the damage isn't scaling correctly. Alright, we may have to melee this. Nice try. Hey, 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 hey. None of that. Alright. Stampede. Oops. I threw my dagger away. Oh no, but it boomerangs back and hits you in the back. Alright. There's definitely something not ideal with the Earthroot staff, unfortunately. It's just doing 1 tick per hit to him. Like, lots of, like, output, but just no damage. And that's gone down. 21, 15, 17. Is that because of his... No. No. 34. Yo, okay, so his reach has gotten better. Hey, give me a melee rune. That'd be ideal. Ow. Alright, he hits like a truck. Still. Alright, so that's a 1 hit. Alright, so he's able to dodge that. A lot. 46, and then we'll Garen Ruju instead. Can I please have your rune? Please. I would love your rune. Odiak. Wow, okay. Above and beyond Odiak, I would love the rune. I'll wait patiently. Nuts. Okay, well, there we go. It definitely was streamer's luck. Alright, we're going to go do the siege. I still have not found the Gruul Seeker. Oh. Hey, bud. Little willow wings. Alright, we've got little fronds. And that one. Okay. At least I don't have to leave and cry. True, I'm glad that you didn't leave and cry. Because I don't want you crying or leaving. You can use an Odiak. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the Odiak. Interesting. Okay, so have you, with your experience so far, Helix, with this particular staff, has it been janky with its damage, like scaling and output? Because it's only doing 1 tick per hit. So I can't quite tell if it's the Earthroot that has the issue, or it may be Nimrod himself. Let's have a look. It's supposed to be doing a damage output of about 53 attack. Charge attack should be doing about 107. Stagger is about 7, and then 3 and 50. So that's attack speed. That smite reduces enemy armor. So maybe a better option would be an additional 1 in 3 smite chance. So let's do that instead of the attack speed. And then stagger on primary attacks. Perhaps that will work better. Or attacks reduce enemy armor by 12. I think that's actually a better setup, to be honest, because then if that stacks with the actual smite, 1 in 3, and then you've got a 1 in 13 smite chance, I think that would be a better option, in all honesty. Kick stagger, sure. Alright, so we've got squirrel, otter. So I just need a duck. So rabbit will have to do for now. Or I guess I could put doe deer, a female deer, in there for stability. And then I will continue to save all of that for... Alright, I'm going to still level this anyway. I think it's Nimrod. It rips everything else. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling perhaps it would be... Wait, what's different with a Thaves? Have you been over to a Thaves recently? I'm going to go there now. Some of the older areas I have not checked into. So, Thaves. This looks different. So I have a feeling we might be able to access the tower. Interesting. So what have we got? We've got Mora's Kiss. I'm going to sneak up behind you and hopefully I can backstab you with the staff. Whoops. Or I can headbutt you instead. I love the headbutt. I'm so glad that we got it back. No, you don't get to do that. I'm going to bully you. Oh, hell yeah. Literally. Just 1 level just by headbutting the hell out of someone. That's amazing. Alright. Can I please have your armor, Mr. Archer? Alright. Backstab. Yo, that's an insta-kill. That's sick. I am pleased. Alright. Let's see if we can sneak, sneak, sneak. Awesome. Ah, crap. Okay. Nope, you don't get to do that. Alright. Alright, get smitten, kitten. This is dope. Alright. You guys are getting a bit too close for comfort. I'm going to take out this archer. Bye. I love the fact that pretty much one hits anyone now. Alright, so they do have a guard over their health, and then once you break that away, maybe. Yo, that heavy attack is amazing. Can I please have your soul? I want to do more voltaic damage to everyone. Ah, thank you very much. Wonderful. Alright, now I feel like an absolute god. There we go. That's incredible. Wow. That's insane. And if you get another smite, I think you can keep rolling with it too, which is amazing. Okay, now it's getting cocky. Can I have your soul, lady? Oh my god. Hey, you know what? Get out of here. You want to headbutt me? I'll head you butt. Yeah. Get out of here. Oh, wow. Okay, so 3 heavy units. Jesus. Give me a life. Thank you. Alright. Alright, so she's level 30. Can I have your soul, please? Thank you very much. And you know what? There's some lightning damage for you. Absolutely sensational. I am so glad that they brought these runes into the game. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Were the runes not in the game previously? Oh, what do we miss? Something. Okay. Alright, there's a key. We have so many of them. All new. Ah, okay. Alright, so... that is not Nimrod, is it? No, Nimrod's down here. I wonder if there's anything up here. Exploration time. Oh my god. This new rune is out of this world. Although I have to admit, the hail of arrows with the breath of Elka is like ridiculous. And I love how people initially were like, bows aren't as strong as they used to be. Oh, they are. Is this the dude that I've been missing? This kind of looks like a bit of a shrine. I love that ode healing effect. I really want that to become accessible to us. I know that we've got Elder Bloom, but I really like that spell effect. Ah, give me a soul. Thank you very much. Oh my god, there's another one. Hell yeah, and it refreshes it too. That's sick. Yo, chain lightning. That's insane. Okay. Soulframe team, you have done an outstanding job with these runes. So what's that? That's a respawn shrine. Alright, now we'll go to Kernhold. We'll get some new stuff. And what's this? I need more of these. So what have I got? Queen's Folly. So I've got lots of Queen's Folly. There's a particular Synod's Ladies or something. That's the other one that I need. Because then I can make the color palette for Rhiannon. Which I love the name, by the way. I really feel like that was a Fleetwood Mac reference. As a palette name choice. Phenomenal. I haven't tried any of the tier 3 or at least any of the bounties. to see if they've been fixed up since the hotfix this morning. Himrose, okay. Hello, fellow sinecure. Alright, I'm gonna take you out because you're really annoying. I'm just gonna roly-poly away from everyone. I feel like this is so Elden Ring. Don't fat roll. Alright. There we go. Oh god. They can actually interrupt your healing too. Thank you very much. I want your soul. Excellent. Lightning time. You know what? Now I've got Tantrum Lightning. How do you like that? Amazing. Yeah, I've got Tantrum Lightning now too. Huh? How do you like that? Amazing. Oh, look. Tantrum Lightning. That's hilarious. I'm going to respond with one little lightning bolt. Well, I can actually stagger Chain Lightning on you, so how about that? I'm so glad that we have access to Tantrum Lightning ourselves now. The missing mushrooms are no longer missing. Ah, wonderful. Truly. Okay. I'm assuming that they're more of like a corrupt area mushroom. Most likely up in the north. Oh, also Helix. I have found another entrance to the Glades of Andurin. I had a feeling there was going to be one over in like the western quarter, and there is. It's directly northeast of the Mines of Barrow, which is phenomenal. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, there's some souls around. I can smell them. Yes, there you all are. Hello. Would you like to go find your bodies, please? No? I like the fact that you can see the ghosts in the air a little bit. Alright. I'm going to try to eat you now. Alright, these guys are heavily resistant to magic. So they must have magic, like anti-magic armor. So I'm going to assume the armor that we get from them, the thrice-bound Impedy, or whatever his name is a very strong magic or anti-magic armor, basically. Yo, this guy does not like this. And the pack missed. I know that you don't like physical damage. Alright, there we go. Soul mode still pulls the trees down. Like every time that you activate it, it pulls the tree animations down. As if it's like compressing them. That's pretty cool. Oh, hello. No. Thank you. Alright. There's these guys. Hola. Play with Kobe. Hello. How are you? It is multiplayer, and thank you very much for the follow, by the way. Yes, it is multiplayer. You can have up to 3 people in squad. At the moment, I'm choosing not to jump into too many squads at the moment. Mostly just because of the RNG drop chances of some of like the really rare items in the game. I've been lucky enough to acquire 2 of the 3 runes that can be applied to your weapons. The only one that I'm looking for now is the melee rune. But I've been lucky enough to get the Arcstorm rune, which applies voltaic damage after you absorb a soul, which I will showcase now with Tantrum Lightning and a Chain Lightning. It's incredible. The more smites that you do, it actually refreshes the timer, which is absolutely sensational. So the damage output that you've got applicable to... Oh, we got a purple 554. Oh man, I missed them all. The key things on these are really weird. Alright, so 541. I'm assuming that's purple. Yeah. And then the 5-star or 5 flowers are the gold animal. Are these ducks? Oh, man. Okay. Hang on. Just gonna take care of these guys. Can you give me a soul, please? I'd really like it, because I want to throw some tantrum lightning at you. Oh, man, I missed it. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Alright. Let's go ham. Tantrum lightning. Excellent. This feels like an absolutely sensational rune. That's great. This definitely makes me feel more like a druid, like calling the lightning. Look at that, and a fresh timer. That's amazing. Wow. Alright, squirrels. Get out of here. Thanks. Bye. Oh my god. Wait, is this Mockery still alive? Oh, he is. Alright, there we go. Look at that lightning everywhere. That's amazing. Smooth new Warframe update today. Hello, Dishonored. Yes, I know. Wait, well, for you guys it would be. Not for me. I'll probably get it like earlier tomorrow morning. Play with Kobe. Is it open world? Essentially, yeah. Initially, the game was locked to like basically this area, but with each Preludes, it's been opened up. So this is, as far as what the world map is, this is just one particular area of Madrath. So for now, it's quite a large area, but I'm hoping with like future iterations and up until it becomes like an alpha and so on, it will give us more access to a much larger map of the game. But for now, it's localized in an area called Madrath on a world called Alka. And I am also... Oh, thank you very much. I'll take your soul and I will start casting lightning at you. It's definitely a sensational game. The update has been very, very good. There was a little bit of a hiccup with the armor in the game. And there's a particular new item that basically runs off your base armor stat. So we didn't actually have any armor stats available to us up until today. So there's a new hotfix that came through, and yeah, now it's a lot better. All right, Benneret. You can throw a tantrum all you want, but I'm going to throw a lot of lightning at you now. And I'm going to refresh my timer if you get smitten. I'm going to make that a thing. Nope. Bonky stick. Okay, so she's got a lot more range on that. I'll just take your life instead. Alright. Hopefully the Benneret is up here and she's active. So how is the gear progression? If you think, if you're a Warframe player, it's essentially like the same. So you rank every single item up to level 30. You can reforge them just with a small cost of Drax, which is the in-game currency. You don't need to wait for it to be reforged. And the purpose of reforging is basically just adding a few bits and pieces to the actual item. Things like joineries, which increase and enhance certain statistics to a weapon. So it's either like extra parry damage, gives you different stagger, attack speed, and so forth. So you can alter like the base platform of a weapon. So it's essentially like reforming the weapon. And it only costs like a small amount of Drax. Yeah, okay, so this Benneret's only taking about 1 damage from this Erstwood staff as well. So I'm wondering if there's something actually wrong with the actual damage output of this staff against certain enemies. Yeah, it's doing absolute 0 to her. And she's gonna keep running after me, which sucks. Alright, we're just gonna have to go in melee. Excuse me, lady. You can backstab me all you want. But you know what? I'm gonna headbutt you. A lot. Hey, hey, hey. I want my health back. Why am I not getting my health back? Alright, that's probably an issue too. Excuse me, lady. Don't re-heal. I'm trying to take you down. I'm just going to keep headbutting you a lot. There we go. Stabbage. Yo. Nope. There we go. So the heavy attack on the Erstwood Staff, Erst Root, I should say, seems to be working okay, but the actual base damage output is not ideal. Not at the moment. So that's probably feedback I should probably pop into the Discord. So what I'm going to do in that instance is go back and shift over to the Odiak, because at least I know that's guaranteed. Play with Kobe. What I'm going to do is just quickly show you how it kind of works. So essentially you've got 3 different stats. Spirit, which is your duration. Grace is your range. Courage is your damage output. So say for example, this particular magic weapon is attuned to Spirit. So what that means is if I have a higher Spirit attunement, so the more points in Spirit, you do a lot more damage with this particular item. Same with any magic weapon. So you'll see it up the top, just underneath the actual weapon name. It says magics. So this is a magic weapon. You got sword and boards, double swords or short blades, long blades, bow and arrow. They're phenomenal. And you got halberds as well. We do have a few other different things as well within the secondary weapons category. You got a couple of different daggers, and you got fly blades. They're pretty fun too. What you can do is change the attunement from grace to spirit or courage if you choose to, depending on what kind of build you want to build. You also have things similar to, say, I would reference packs are like your warframes. So currently we've got about 8 different ones. The Ashelda is the Spirit User Pact, Tetherin is your courage, Grace is your spirit. So whichever one of these you choose initially, it will give you a bonus stat point to that particular virtue. Tetherin is a really good choice. I mean, all the base packs at the moment within the game are very good choices for different reasons. Siren is a little bit more of, say, like, you stun with them enemies and blind them with Pictrix powder. Trick of the Light gives you a decoy that explodes. So what I've done within Siren is lower my duration to like the least amount that you could possibly go and boost it all the way up with courage, and then you can blind and then drop your decoy down, and then it lasts for a very short time, and then it's basically like a timer bomb. And then lastly, you can steal items from enemies with glamour. You can turn yourself into a little butterfly, which is quite nice. Tetherin is essentially just like a melee jump in. Fellist is a 5-hit ability, so even if you miss a hit on an enemy, it still counts as 1 hit, and that will last for 5 hits. But it boosts the consecutive strikes with a cumulative damage, which is phenomenal. You can actually apply that still to bows, which is extremely strong. Call of the Ancients, it's just attracting attention, increasing your damage and defense. And then lastly, Clash is just kind of increased defense and staggering enemies away from you or pushing them away. So, and then lastly, Oshelda is, you can basically stone enemies, so freeze them. Elder Bloom is probably one of the best healing abilities in the game. It just heals you right up. And the Phantom Flock is basically like a crowd control ability on single target. But if they die, it does kind of spread to other enemies. I was using the Garen Rude. Torment is basically just like a hand of death. You can basically one-shot most enemies, apart from heavy units or bosses. Behest is kind of just lowering defenses and just stunning them and blinding them. And then Stampede is literally a stampede of stags. And they do a bit of damage as well, but I think at the moment they're only doing about 1 damage per tick, which is kind of crap. Ode Tempest is phenomenal. This is basically a pact where you've got Astrosphere, which is like an AoE area of effect, and then you've got Atmosphere, which is a shielding ability, so it reflects damage back at enemies if they hit you. And then Sizemore is just basically throwing a ball of destruction at enemies, and it groups and does quite heavy damage. Hand of Mora is an interesting pact. It's basically like flames everywhere. Ignis Wrath, you stick your sword into the ground, everything explodes in fire. Ember is more of like a shielding ability, but if enemies hit you, it kind of throws out like a flame AoE. You still take quite a bit of damage with that, so the defensive flame is not as defensive as it says. And then lastly, Inferno is just literally like a one-hit bonus damage if the enemy's already on fire. So I feel like this Mora's Hand is going to be looked at, hopefully, as a pact. But this is the brand new pact that we've got. Rump Thump, it's really fun. Webbit Root, this one is basically just you throw roots into the ground and it stuns and damages enemies. And then Song of Growth, this basically increases your armor strength for you and nearby allies. But Rump Thump is actually quite fun, so I might actually rejig that and put that on. But what I'm going to do is run my Odiak as well. So what have we got? I'm just going to drop that down and just boost up my Spirit Pact again. So we've got 10, 10, 15. And then this is essentially like the skill tree of the pact. So every single pact has got a different passive to them. So it's usually the first 2 nodes, and that's why I've got them, all the 3 little dots or 4 dots marked out. And then Akin basically allows your powers to recharge more quickly. So I'll showcase that pact. It's really fun. And then you do have something called combat arts. So for every weapon class, like magic, halberds, bows, longswords, sword and board, and short blades, you get a particular skill tree, and this is where all the passives come in play. So short blades are actually quite good, but your magic, that's definitely something I'm looking at to upgrade, essentially. So I'm going to add more smite, which is very beneficial. So I think what I'm going to do is actually reset this whole entire tree again, and then I'm going to boost that. Grounded is an exceptionally good ability. Scry is quite good for more like range, but Smite is definitely something I'm looking at applying because that's going to boost the chance of like a critical hit. So when you expose an enemy's soul, you can steal it from them. So I'll be showing you what that actually does. I'll probably put that into Scry. And then increase stagger on fully charged heavy. Alright, I'll do that. But I'll probably reset this once I've maximized this particular weapon. Because I won't be able to get any more points in that combat tree until I actually boost that up. But it doesn't seem to be guaranteed damage, unfortunately. So, next is Emily. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. What's been shaken? Have you been playing Soulframe? Rump Thump is actually pretty good now that armor is working. Sickified 74. Indeed, you are correct. It's phenomenal stuff, man. Like, I actually like this pact now. It was a pretty... like, look, I've taken half his health away. There is one more thing I want to do. Is jump back into the Nightfold and apply the brand new rune that I was able to acquire. I'm very excited about this. More voltaic damage than ever. Don't worry, Wolfie. I will give you a pat before I finish up today. Wonderful. So, with some of the totems I've been able to get, these are just extra bits and pieces up on top of the ability of having a rune. So what this rune does is, if you expose an enemy's soul and steal it, it basically enhances the power output and gives you a passive ability on top of the damage output that you're doing, which is lightning strikes. It's awesome. I've added attack speed with a gold messenger totem. These generally cost up to about 3,000 of this particular currency by just charming animals. But I've also done a smite reduction on enemy armor by 35. So I've been able to max that one out and then max out the messenger. Defensive, I'm not hugely like thrilled that it's on a defensive with this particular rune, but I can understand why it wouldn't be the utility or the attack, because magic damage in the game at the moment is phenomenal. So I'm going to go showcase the Odiak now. because the attack speed on this thing is just machine gun. And we've got a Tantrum Lightning. Ciao. Alright, so we're going to go through the siege. And hopefully we get an exposed soul on this dude. No? Okay, he's already dead. That's phenomenal. Okay. The archers in here are insanely snipey. So definitely keep your eye out for them. There's quite a few of them. Thank you very much. So now I've got the rune active. It just throws lightning down on the enemy for like 20 seconds. It's absolutely sensational. And to renew the timer, you can just pull the soul out of the enemy as well. So you can keep that going, which is awesome. But the snipers, or archers rather, still do quite a lot more damage than they used to, even with the armor being back in the game. So generally what I'll do is take these little suckers out. So there's one. That one can wait above the door. I'm going to go above and this guy, because there's a few usually running around. So there's one over there. There's usually one up here. Got to grab your loot too. Excuse me. I just want my loot. Okay. You can't get it while people are attacking you. Yo. Alright. You've got a bear stuck in a corner. Do you really want that? No, you don't. Oh, how are you dead? Okay, I'm not questioning that. Maybe that was from the Romp Stomp. Alright, Vasp 4. Okay. Not the most incredible weapon of the world. Alright, I always leave the Banneret for last as well. Can you give me a soul, please? I'd really like that. Alright, Banneret, you can run around all you want, Sweet Pea, but I ain't taking you down just yet. I'm taking all these archers down. I like being strategic with this, because they are an absolute nightmare otherwise to deal with. Alright. Can I have your armor? Yo, you can literally, like, ass clap them dead. That's awesome. I love how the Banneret's just like, la la la. Alright, where's this other archer? The range on everything now is, like, at least double what it used to be. Alright, you're out of the way. Alright, darling. It's time. Alright, I need to heal, because otherwise I'm going to die. I don't want that. Alright, so the damage output on that is dope. I don't think so. No fire for you. So if I can smite her while she's stuck in the 2, that'd be ideal. But I mean, that much damage output, she's gone. Very good. I am happy to share the builds after. It's essentially what I've been able to come up with without finding any of the rats. I've heard that the rats for totems are very good as well. So I haven't actually gotten those just yet. Gemini, I'm good. How are you? I'm just having a lot of fun with the Preludes update and showcasing the Odiak. I've been able to acquire 2 of the runes out of the 3. How much courage do I have? Courage isn't going to be necessary for the Odiak because it's a spirit-based attunement weapon. So even though courage is your damage output, if the weapon isn't attuned to courage, it's not really going to do much. Maybe for the Pact, though, if that's where you're angling. But I'm mostly focusing on the Odiak damage output. So I could even change Pact altogether to say like Oshielda, and that will give me like an absolute stack of spirit as well. So instead of using that, I will actually switch to Oshielda, and I'll show you what I mean. All right. Cool. So yeah, I've got 36 spirit. 11 courage, and then 13 grace. I don't really need a lot of range, so I can balance these out. But because I started as a spirit user, and back in Preludes 8, the Odiak was the original starter weapon for any of the spirit user starting kit, basically. And then they added in the Gwillin as well. So they basically, these two are basically on point of the damage output. But the reason why I'm using Odiak specifically is for this particular passive, which is the increased casting speed when standing still. So it basically turns you into a mini machine gun. Because of this particular totem, I've been able to 3-star max this to 15% attack speed. And it also reduces enemy armor as I'm attacking as well. I was running to compare the rump thump. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. I had a feeling it was because of the rump thump damage. I would assume if you add more courage, yes, it would be doing a lot more damage for sure. All right, I'm just going to see if I can get this crazy man out of his he scares the crap out of me each time. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm just going to CC him and then just go ham. So if you stand still with this particular weapon, he really can't do a lot, which is pretty fantastic. Like, he's pretty much dead. I don't know what that red means. Like, he seems broken or low health. I'm not exactly sure when they glow red like that, what that means exactly, but there you go. Really doesn't take a lot. Oh, look, and the balloon's down. Okay. So that dude seems to be fixed because he wasn't jumping out of that particular door earlier. So I think that's been fixed with the update as well. I'm looking forward for the Founders Pack so I can buy it. Yeah, man, I'm definitely going to be a founder in Soulframe. I didn't get the opportunity back when Warframe had the Founders Pack. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be a founder on Soulframe. I have a lot of good... I've had a lot of good experiences with it so far. Like, yeah, there's been times I've, like, been Grumpelstiltskin about certain things, but things happen. It's a business at the end of the day, so, you know, Dee's doing a phenomenal job by sharing assets between both Warframe and Soulframe. Excellent. Let's go play with lightning damage. I just got soul, so it doesn't last all that long, but we'll see how it goes. Yo, okay. Your one lightning bolt to my multiple. And he casted Tantrum Lightning as well. You know what? I now control the Tantrum Lightning. So, you're welcome, bud. Alright, so that's the Fort Kernhold done. So we've done the Wazid, we've done Nimrod, and I'm getting my ass kicked from a very long mile away. And there's an Odiak tank. Odin Basalcum, I should say. If I'm correctly pronouncing it. I'm still learning a lot of the different words, so if I'm butchering them, oh well. Please don't shoot me. I'm just a poor little beggar running through the village. I need a loaf of bread. Yeah, this annihilates. Alright, there we go. That's crazy. Now I'm on that rotation. I've done 3 of the bosses, so we're going to go up here and do that mockery boss now. Apparently, he holds quite a few weapons, which unfortunately haven't been dropping unless it's been fixed. I love that move. Just stop their heart. Amazing. Very cool. But yeah, if you guys have got any recommendations on like different build things, or what is some of your experiences with some of like the runes and the totems, I'm more than open to a conversation around these, because I'm sure a lot of different builds are being put together. So I really like the ones that I put together so far. The only animals I haven't really found a lot of is probably like the goose and any of the rats. I haven't found any of them at all. So I don't mind the fact that I don't have them just yet. But from my understanding, the yellow or gold totem animals that we acquire are generally the best statistics to go for, from my understanding so far. The runes, man, I mean, the Arcstorm is really fun, but I'm actually going to show you guys at present what the bow is like with the Alka's Breath rune. It is ridiculous. So I'll switch away from Oshelda. I'll actually bring Siren. There's a lot of rats in the swamps southwest. Oh, is that Birdie's Bog? Yeah, I had a feeling that place was going to get a little bit of a glow up. Yeah, I thought it was Birdie's Bog. All right. So Siren doesn't seem to really hold its stats. So generally what I do with this one, I'll drop the grace down to like minimal what I can. I'll still keep 10 on the spirit, and then I maximize the carriage. And then Siren. All right, so we got that. We've got maxed out everything through here. I haven't maxed out Everbound, but now that we have armor back in the game, I should probably switch up my armor while I'm at it. I do like all of the different customized starter like tunics and stuff. These are really, really nice. I do like the Baker's Dozen. That's what I call Stithywigs. So I'm going to wear that because I really enjoy that. It doesn't give you a huge amount of armor, unfortunately. But where's... Yeah, I'll wear the Baker's Dozen outfit. I don't know why I call it that, but I just do. I actually don't mind it with the Fenjatar outfit. I actually quite like his outfit. It does give you 1 point of defense. So let's have a look. Baker's Dozen. What looks good? 28. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go dub this the Muffin Man. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go Muffin Man. I'm going to bring the Blitzel bow. And the reason why I'm using it is because it's attuned to Courage. Juniper is attuned to Grace. I'm going to choose to either put that to... I'm probably going to make it a Spirit bow, in all honesty. So I'm going to keep Blitzel. And then Thistle, I'm still going to maintain because it is the starter bow. And if I get rid of it, I don't know if we can repurchase it. But this is the maxed rune of the Alka's Breath at 175 Arcanic damage for 30 seconds. I wish it said Arcanic damage, so it made that a little bit more clear. But this is a phenomenal rune. I put the Yielding on. The Arrow Hail slows enemies' movement for 6 seconds, which is insane. And then it opens up 2 other utility slots when you apply the rune on a bow, and it gives you smite reduction on enemy armor and then additional smite chance. So I'm going to showcase this to you guys and see what you guys think. So we'll take Muffin Man for a spin. We love the Muffin Man, but unfortunately we don't have a Drury Lane or Blueberry gumdrop buttons. Alright, there's our next mini-boss, which is phenomenal. I wonder if I can sneak up behind him, though, and steal his stuff. How did you get the runes? As I still didn't have any yet. Very lucky drop chance, I would say. I don't have all of the runes myself. Oh my god. Please don't hurt me. Alright, so this is what the slow does on this dude. It basically stops him in his tracks. Literally freezing him. And then you could just heavy shot his head. Siren is extremely effective against him too. So, max your courage, drop your spirit duration, and this guy cannot do anything. He just dies. Clearly doesn't like physical damage, and steal his soul, and he dies. That's the build that I've got for the bow. Mockery Death Route. Nice. Can you give me something else? No? Okay. Well, that's the next box down. Now we're going to go over here to Webbit Root. Webbit Wood. I haven't dubbed this... Actually, I lie. I have dubbed this next boss Kombucha. A cleansing of the palate and healthy for the gut. I haven't got all the runes, Gemini, but I have got the Arcstorm and the Breath of Valka for the bows. So I've got the magic one, or the magic rune, and the arrow rune. The only one that I don't have, I think Helix Rook was mentioning that it drops from Nimrod, is the melee flame one, which is, I'm pretty excited to try it out to see what it's like. Excuse me. I think what I'm most, excuse me, I think I'm most excited to try it on Ignemora. Clearly for the reason when we get introduced to it in the very first beginning of Soulframe, is that it's a flame-based sword. So, yeah, I'm very excited to try that out. I would probably say on like the Rift 2 short blades, that will work really well, but also on the Twin Tines, Garen Rude's dual blades. I think they will work phenomenally well because they're a 3-star rating. Spirit dagger style, or dual blade, or short blade. So I'm very excited to try that. So I'm going to give the arrow a whirl on this guy, Kombucha. He's right there. So I'm going to blind him, and there we go. His name's Kabocha, but I call him Kombucha. He's very resistant to magic damage as well, so essentially bows do work really well against him, and the Cabbage Patch Kids just get annihilated. So he's a very cool boss though, but he does deflect a lot of your magic very quickly. And he does have a bell, so if you can, heavy attack that on his chest. So he takes bonus damage from you. And he does resummon his little children too. So the Siren Pact has definitely been glowed up, basically. All of the base packs have been. So you could opt to use the Tethering Pact if you wanted to. And he likes to throw his claws at you, which is great. But again, because you're doing the arrow hail and he's being stacked with like slow for 6 seconds, it's quite effective. And also the stagger as well. Mr. Kombucha, you don't like that, do you? Yo, someone's throwing javelins at me? Maybe a Cabbage Patch Kid somewhere. I would like the Arbearer's armor, please. There we go. Excellent. Arbearer's mask, at least. And a Gildor Tempered. Okay. Alright. Well, that's pretty much most of them done. And then lastly, we'll go see the Orb Mother. It's what I've dubbed her. Because Warframe in Fortuna has a third Orb Mother that's just been like hanging out in a cool pool for more than 7 or 8 years, I'd say. It's nice to see technically the third Orb Mother come to life, at least in Soulframe. First in Soulframe, but you know, If you're a Warframe player, you know what I'm talking about. But I am very excited for the Warframe update that is coming my way tomorrow. I'm assuming for most of you it'll be coming out later your day. So basically when I'm asleep, you guys will get the update, and then I will probably be playing that tomorrow, probably quite early in the morning as well. So there we go. Spider-Man, there you are. Glorious. All right. What I'm actually going to do is switch over to the Totems Pact though, because I actually haven't really used that a lot against this particular boss yet. So some of the other packs I've used the Arbearers one. I've used Garen Rude is very good actually. Really, really nice. So Siren, Tempest, Shelter, Default. All right, so what do we got? I'm assuming. All right, so we've got the Arbearers on at the moment, but what I'll do is chuck on Tethrin, and I'm going to propose that we use Fellist to increase and enhance even more of the damage that we do with the bow as well. So I'm going to bring a sidearm. Grin is very good, especially for its smite chance. 9 and 100 doesn't seem like a lot, but it's much better than Nettle, and it does a lot more damage because it's a 2-star rating. Vidigerous was a 3-star Spirit Dagger, but that looks like that's been changed as well. So, and we're going to use the Mendicant King set, because apparently Mendicant King is on a holiday. Apparently with Marta. Don't know if that's actually true, but I haven't seen Marta for quite a while. But granted, I am in the Alka's Children faction as well. That was not the most glamorous of dropping, but anyway. Okay, so Elfdred doesn't necessarily get stunned very easily, I've noticed. Unfortunately. But if you've got the slow of 15%, sorry, 6%, she doesn't like that at all. So you can just spam your hail of arrows if you want to, but she is very mobile as well. So she doesn't like that. And she's very strong as well. So if you get hit by that, you're kind of screwed. And she's very savage. Yo, you can slow her down, which is great. There we go. Can you give me another rune? That'd be great. And that Nell Knight mini-boss? The Nell Knight. Nell Knight. Which one's the Nell Knight? I had a feeling I'd be missing one or two. I know that I'm missing the... I think it's called like the Gruul Seeker. It looks like one of the archers, and it's like an enhanced archer. I love the fact that the spiders can burrow as well. Cheeky little things. Up top where you fought the Wazid. Is he the Nell Knight mini-boss? Alright, well we'll go check that out because we're not too far away from that. I'll just grab the Banneret over here. Whatever her name is. It's like Estella, and then it keeps changing to different ones. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, some of the Bannerets had a glitch yesterday where they were called the Butcher. Literally made me think of Diablo. Fresh meat. Well, I mean, it's fresh meat because it's a brand new update, which is great. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this update. It's phenomenal. Alright, let's just do that. Can I have a soul? At least just one. Wow, okay, just no. How about just die? Okay. I mean, that's Fellist for you. If you get the headshot, that is like... I don't even know what that would account for, like, damage output-wise. Is that like... How much does it output or add a percentile amount of damage on top, like 150% or something. Who knows? Topaz Man. Hey, what's going on? Squirrel. It's only green level, but that's alright, we'll take it. 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Sam. See you later. Some kind of mini boss ambush could be pretty cool. Yeah, that actually would be really nice. So I'm assuming, what, the Fallen Tower area? Oh, sorry, Galvanar Wastes. This is where the Wazard is. So, like, up near the tower. Okay, thank you. Alright, I'll go check it out. I know I need a few more flowers, because I can go and get a couple more of the color palettes, though. But, yeah, what kind of synergies have you guys been using? Like, weapon-wise and packs-wise as well. Any quirky little builds that you've come up with? Because I'm certainly finding that this particular setup for the bow is extremely effective. I'm a big melee. Yeah, that's totally fair. The Bog and Myrtle, I turned into a spirit and shield. A spirit shield. Ah, so he's actually here now. Is this him? Yes, it is. Okay, grand. Hello. I haven't met you before. Ooh, I like his weapon, though. Oh, okay. Oh, these guys, right. Ah, excuse me. Thank you very much. I would love your soul, and for this reason specifically. Magical hail of arrows from the heavens. This is awesome. Alright. I love this. Yo. That was rude. Oh, wow. Okay, so he's got good corruption magic on him, too. That's dope. Okay. So he does the same thing as Lady D. No. Yo. Alright. This is dope. Okay. This guy wasn't showing up for me the other day. I had a feeling there was going to be a boss here. I just didn't know who. The stagger on the direct hits too is very effective. Wow. Cool. So he pulls illusions as well. Oh, wait. He's dead. What? Bog and Myrtle. Speaking of. Can I please have a rune? Damn it. I wonder what his drops are. That was dope. I did not know that he was here. Can't wait for the greatswords. Oh man, if we get the greatsword from the Mendicant King, I will be so happy. Happier, I should say. I'm pretty happy at the moment. But, yeah, I would love that greatsword, especially with like the big swing animation thing that he does. And I would love to see some corrupt magics be entered into the game. There is the Erstwort. Is it Erstwort? Let's have a look. The Erst something staff. This one. The Erst root. I really want to level it, but I have been noticing the... I'm just going to drop this down a bit, just for a bit more spirit output. Maybe a little bit more on that. I have been noticing on certain enemies, or maybe it could be the weapon itself, but its damage output only hits like 1 tick. So it's been a bit strange. Grin Tongue. Okay. Mendicant King's sword would be insane. I agree. Absolutely. Wait. Québécois to a beat a Canada? No. Australian. I can read like a little bit of Français or Québécois, but not much. Been using the new Grace Longsword. Which one's the Grace Longsword? Is it the Solace one? Sycophant? I haven't really played a lot with the Tabernacle. What is Tabernacle, Topaz? If you can kindly translate for me, I would appreciate it. on some enemies, this weapon does really well, but I have noticed with some of the bannerets, they just completely block the damage altogether, which is a little bit annoying. Yo. But I am curious to see if you can apply tether into it. You pretty much can. And the heavy attack seems to work, but the base damage of the weapon on some bannerets or bosses just doesn't do anything higher than 1 tick, which is a bit odd. Alright. Quebec slang, can't translate that. Okay, good night. Duelian. I do have that building with 2 Volcanae. I've got quite a few things building with her at the moment. So, thank you for that reminder as well, Sickified, because I do have the new, like, halberd kind of meat cleaver thing. Let's have a look. What have you cooked up for me, 2 Volcanae?
How can I do better?
Can we cook her up like a hug? She's so sad. Alright, so I've got Dire Skull, I've got Mari's Bane, and Duelian. So, I'll claim those. I'm glad that the game isn't shooting itself, because it did yesterday when I was trying to claim some stuff from the, some of the factions. Where is it?
So we begin.
Mockery Binds. Alright. So I still need 1 more of those. Synod's Bar Gel, I need 1 more of those. Wazard's Wish, I need 1 more. Mockery Ilk, just 1 more. Watan. I'm not too fussed on that just yet. It is a 2-star, which is nice. So eventually I'll get the Mockery stuff. So we've got quite a few. I still need 1 more Cleaver Fragment. Yeah. I've been very lucky in my runs, to be honest. I think the Watan, the very first time I went up against the Spider Mom, she dropped it. So I was like, okay. Alright, so let's have a look. We've got the Mari's Bane. That is a 3-star courage. Fantastic. At base level and level 0, it does 94 damage. That's insane. Duelian is a 3. That's a Grace sword. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'll give it a whirl. And that's a 9 and 100 smite. So I'm assuming that does quite good smite output. This one here does 2 and 25. So, alright. Let's have a look. Attack speed, I would assume, is best for now. Utility base, though. 30 smite on heal. But I can also increase its smite chance. So I'll do 30 heal on smite. And then what's the defense at? 10% parry window. I mean, I could do that. Kick stagger? Yeah, I'll just do kick stagger. So I am still looking at getting the melee rune. So what pact have we got? Tetherin. I can probably excuse me. I'm going to pair that up with Hand of Mora, just to see how they operate together. Mari's Bane, so we've got those sorted out. And that one is Courage. So we've got 20 Courage, 15. Actually, I might just pop that up to 10. 12 in Spirit, and then 10 in Grace. And then Courage is relatively good. Can you try it real quick? The heavy is slow. It seems okay, but I mean, I do have the totem that's increasing its attack speed. So I guess for testing purposes, I'll just take it off and just, I really wish sometimes it would just drop us right next to the tent. Sometimes it does, which is good. I'll take the attack speed off and see what the difference is. There we go. Take you off. Alright, so we've just got the 30 heal on smite, stagger. So let's go play with the attack speed off. Okay, it's relatively slower. Just Discord people being dramatic as usual. Look, I mean, as far as the Discord goes, I stay away from any sort of not competent commentary. I'll keep it at that. I've felt positive feedback to the devs and the team that have been operating the Discord. And I mean, there's an absolute mountain load of feedback on there anyway. But looking at most of what people are giving quite a relatively okay discussion on, the feedback is to make the game better. And I'm very disappointed in people who give a negative comment without a solution to a problem. Oh, but I am very good with being called big legs. Wait, Avocot, where you at, bub? Are you here? Where are you hiding? He's probably like right there. Come on, there's got to be an Avocot shops or something, because I literally heard him. Anyway, I'm going to ignore him and I'm going to keep going. But yeah. Oh, there he is. Thanks, bud. Look, you can compliment my legs all you want, and I will always say thank you. Alright. I find it fascinating, though, that he has the packs for 5,000 Drax. Interesting choice. I would have loved to have been able to buy some of the rarer materials, like in the flower, or like the fauna and flora, over, like, the packs. We were making fun of Karens. Little did we know we would become internet Karens. Yeah. I mean, look, I think if you open up a channel for people to give feedback, you're literally opening it up to whatever they're going to talk about. You know, it's the same thing with like me jumping in stream. I've had people jump in and tell me like uber personal stories, and it's like, wow, okay, this isn't a therapy session. Although I am empathetic towards their scenario. So for 9 times out of 10, I'll acknowledge what they're talking about. But for the most part, I like to focus on the positive aspects of what I'm streaming and talking about. I do understand life is life. I understand that we're all humans. You know, I'm a human playing a computer game. And I like being able to create an open platform for people to have a discussion. But it's also up to me to take the responsibility of ensuring that the environment is maintained to a healthy degree. So meaning if there's people being troll-like or rude or just having an argument for no reason, which actually has happened, it's up to me to be like, you know what? You guys need to sort this out. If you don't, then you need to leave. Yeah, I like to keep stuff pretty simple. And unfortunately, I think that the feedback stuff with the Discord, it's good. Like, there's a lot of really good stuff. Yo, this thing's got good smite on it too. Yo. Okay. Alright, so Hand of Mora is much better than what it was last patch. Excuse me. There we go. You want to play knifey spoony with me, huh? Alright. Oh, the passive ticks work now on Hand of Mora. Alright, let's explode you. There we go. Nice. Okay, so the passive finally is active on Hand of Mora. Dope. Yeah. As far as the, I guess like the Discord stuff, and just people not being solution focused, I've stepped away from giving feedback on the Discord for that reason. It's just not an interest of mine. I want to help develop the game. I want to, you know, present visual quality information that the guys at D can look at and be like, hey, actually that's really useful, or thanks for letting us know that, you know, there's a hole in the map or something that breaks the game, you know, where 90% of the feedback I've seen, I've given feedback on it, and then someone's just come in and be like, oh, well, you haven't done this, you haven't done that. I'm like, well, are you part of the, like, the team that oversees this Discord for, like, functional solution-based feedback? I don't think so. You're just another player giving an opinion that I don't give two shits about, basically, because they're just being very rude and not conducive to an open, healthy conversation. Whether they agree with the point or not, I don't mind having a difference of opinion, but if you don't give me a logical explanation as to why you've got a valid point, then I'm just going to disregard that. Yeah, that's my outlook on the feedback anyway. Wait, I just did a Sparrow's Tail? I wasn't even aware. Okay. Cool. Alright. Where is Comba's Lev? Apparently, these guys have got rats. Okay. There's lots of little bits and pieces dropping in the chat. That is fine. I'm spamming you guys. Yes, I am a gruel. Alright. Nope. I'm not very good with healing. Unless I'm using a shoulder. Oh man. Okay. Uh-oh. I need help. Okay. So maybe Hand of Mora is maybe not the best pack to be using with this particular melee. Tethrin was probably a better choice. I mean, I could parry, but I mean, I'm not a huge fan. That's just not my playstyle. Hand of Mora is not a very good choice for anything at the moment. Yeah, I have been talking about the Hand of Mora pretty much most streams that I jump into and do. It's always a topic that I bring up. I really feel what would be useful is to remove the Inferno from the third ability altogether. Because it's a single target use, it's really not effective in my head. The way that I think, and even leveling the Pact was difficult. I really feel like Ignis Wrath should be in its third ability, the Ember, put that in the first, and then take the Sizemore from Ode Tempest and put that in the second slot for Hand of Mora. Just get rid of Inferno altogether. Sizemore on a Storm-based Pact does not make sense to me at all. So that's where I'm at with like Hand of Mora and the Ode Tempest. And I swear, if the guys at DE were like, you know what, we'll do it, that'd be amazing. I really would love that. I just look at Hand of Mora and I think it just needs that adjustment. I think get rid of Inferno. It just does nothing. And I think leveling the Pact, I found also slightly with Bromius, I really wish that Rump Thump was the second ability and Wev at Root was the first, because that does damage. It's really difficult. Well, I mean, the whole pack does damage now, but I guess maybe my first impression of the Bromius Pact, because Rump Thump wasn't doing its effective damage with the armor being broken in the game, I didn't really like or enjoy leveling the Pact until I got the Wev at Root, and that made it a little bit more manageable. I mean, they were very aware. They're 100% reworking it along with other packs. Oh, like, I mean, I'm sure, you know, I don't know what their plans are for it, but I would love Sizemore, honestly, to be put onto Mora's hand, drop Inferno, Ember in first, Ignis Wrath in the third slot, and then in the second, just put the Sizemore. Like, Ode Tempest is phenomenal. I love it. It's one of my favorite packs. So I'm just going to switch over to Tethrin. For the purpose of leveling up this guy, Marrow's Bane. Now that I've done all of the boss run, I'm happy to invite people in squad. If you want to, you're welcome to Horioshio, hello. Is Ode Tempest Storm based? I thought it was based on the Ode technology. Indeed it is, yeah. And that's the reason why I was mentioning, like, with Tempest itself, having a seismic, like, earth-based weapon with, earth-based attack with fire, really thematically as a theme does not make sense to my head, where Astrosphere and Atmosphere definitely do. I might actually take this for a run. I really enjoy the Ode Tempest. It's great. What have we got? Skilter, I'll bring you. I mean, I could put Precles on. It doesn't really matter. What have we got? 13, 20, and 9. Tempest will increase your range. Courage I might leave alone. Actually, I lie. I'll put that down to 15. And then I'll do that. And then a bit more duration. Mostly for the shields. It's not the most pragmatic use of the... whoops. Wait, what do we need on here? Ah, so it needs minimum 20. Okay. Right. Right, I'll drop that down to 10. Bit more range. It's not the most effective use of Tempest. Duration and range is probably most effective for it. But the good thing is with the drop of the second ability, it now does damage. And you can basically like tether yourself to an enemy. It wasn't working before. Like, how good is that? Like, very fun. Like, done. Hello. Goodbye. So yeah, having a bit more attack speed on this cleaver is pretty sexy damage if you ask me. Narrow's Bane, very good. Have you guys figured much on like the bounties at the moment? Are they working a bit more effectively as well? Because I haven't really done a lot of them, to be honest. Cumber's Leave. So I'm hunting rats here. Apparently this is a good place where all the rats hide. I'd probably even say too, a few other bits and pieces I wanted to cover with everyone. If you're keen to add your thoughts on it. The shift in the soul mode and the breakdown of the soul mode and the soul steel. How are you guys finding that? Like, better, not so much better. Alright, is that a little rat down there? It's a rat! Excellent. Damn it, you're only a 3-star. That's okay. It's the very first mouse or rat that I found. Or puppet, I should say. The patch note said the fixed faction tiles, but I haven't done them yet. Alright, yeah, I haven't really found them that much either. I hope I get a rarer rat though. I need a purple or a yellow. I've done a couple of faction tiles. They seem fixed. Excellent. I'll probably end up running a few. So if you guys want to jump in squad, you are welcome to add me in game. If you have the opportunity, just chuck your chat name down as well if it's different from your actual in-game name. It's mostly just for tracking purposes, really. Or like just to understand who's who. Alright, so that's one rat. Alright, so we got a 2-star. Ah, sweet. We got a rarer one. Great. So 114. Okay. So you can do dual tunes. That's cool. So that's 4. Alright, so that's a purple. Okay. Do they usually spawn in like the same spot? Oh, there's another one down there. Mouse. Come here, little mousey. Okay, so you're another green one. Right, okay, so this is where the rats are. That's good to know. Thank you, little mousey. Scavenger. Alright, what's this over here? Oh, yeah. Cool. Well, I don't know. How often do the mice spawn? Oh, there's a chest. Hello. Very tempered. Alright. Okay. So it seems to me that there was like maybe 2 mice so far. It looks like... What's that? Is that a bunny? Oh, that's a deer. So I've got you. Thank you for your patronage. The Crowned. Oh, we got a mushroom. So many shrooms in this update. And even in the Warframe update, we've got a shroom frame. I'm very excited. I've got a little bit of platinum stored away just so I can purchase him straight away. Hey bunny, you look tasty. Can we make you supper? I really would love cooking in the game, or at least smelting with 2 Volcano. With all of like the extra fragments and stuff that we have from previous Preludes iterations, it'd be really nice to have a little bit more flexibility, I would say, with like smelting capability. Not too sure what to convert things into. Maybe like more harmony points, or, you know, I don't know, 100,000 fragments or something. Maybe that's a little bit silly, but I'm actually going to jump up here to Tofslin. I haven't been here for a while. Something in alignment with, you know, smelting all the extra stuff down to use it into something else. It'd be interesting to see what we could do with that. Maybe like magical powders for, I don't know, enhancing armor colors. But I guess we've pretty much got like that within the current setup with Verminia. I haven't leveled her bond at all. I'm assuming it's because of the transmogrification capability that we have. So we'll see how that goes. And apparently she's got a quest, so I haven't really figured that out yet, how to get that done. But yeah, I think that ability would be far more effective on Hand of Mora. Yo, this is a savage weapon. Granted, the Voltaic AoE is just smashing these guys as well. Alright, squirrels. There you go. Be free. Nope. Nope. Alright, so the heavy attack isn't too bad. Nice. It gets stuck in their head. That's dope. I'm just going to see if I can beat you up. How much is the fist damage? It's not too bad. Huh. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's have a look. Tofslin, what are you hiding for me? Any little rats anywhere? It doesn't look like it. There's a squirrel, which I will capture anyway. Alright, so that's 3. Not really sure how I feel about the, I guess, the quickness of the Ode Talkie thingy. Like, it's relatively slow. I think it was like a fraction faster. It'd be, just done. Yes, I'm a gruel in your town, and I swear that was a rat that just ran past me. Yep. Come on. Get over here. Oh man, it's not a rare one. Oh well. At least it's a rat. Yeah, I feel like if that was slightly faster, that would be easier to use. A gruel in your town, lady. Indeed. Excuse me. I'm just going to raid your house. Which has nothing in it. Apart from folded clothes. That's a nice new addition. And a fireplace. Well, just came to inspect your goods. And have a good day. Alright. So, all of the bosses are done. Blades of Anduran. Actually, where is this 1 star? Just here. Thank you, Floppit. I'll go run this 1 star, and then hopefully a 2 star and a 3 star rock up. Oh, hang on. Is this the cave? It is, I think. Wait, no. Damn it. I swear there was a cave here that you could cut back down to this area. I'm sure there was. Maybe I'm in the wrong area. The coastline looks familiar. But then again, don't all coastlines? Alright, Avocot. Where are you at, bud? You should be right in front of me. There's a duck. Gotcha. Aw, damn it. You're not rare. Alright, Frank. Give me the goods. Oh, and you get to hug him? That's so cute. Thanks, Frank. Bye, Frank. There you are, my friend. All the way down on the beach area. You've got allergies, mate. What do you got the ocean for? Actually, that would be good for his allergies, though. Yo, okay. Wow. Are you kidding me? That's hilarious. Just drop the AoE. Everyone's gone. No, they're not. Alright, you can just hurt everyone else. Come on. Yep. Alright. Absolute savagery. Maori's Bane is very good. That's not even max leveled. Very nice. And we have an electrified villager. Alright. Flop it. Where are you taking me now? So there's that. I really wish we could like teleport or something from like way up here. But anyway, that's okay. Alright. We've played around with the Marrow's Bane, which is very good. So we very much like it. Oh, it's a long blade. Okay. What are the combat arts have we got then? Right. So final blow. Increased chance of smite on finisher. I mean, we could. But smite is very effective anyway. Attack directly after a perfect dodge. To perform a Spectre strike. Okay. Chance of smite on finisher. Okay. We'll just give those two a whirl then. And then short blades. You seem to either be... Actually, we will have another short blade, so we'll get more points anyway. This tree seemed fundamentally like too full, especially for the short blades. And then the magic tree is definitely underwhelmingly barely anything. And we've got 3 magic weapons. The Odiak, the Earthroot, and Gwilyn. But we've barely got any of the tree unlocked. But we've got, what, the same amount of short blades? So we've got the Royal Tines. I call them the Twin Tines, I don't know why. So we've got Rib 2, Twin Royal Tines, and the Unsula. And they've got a much more filled out tree than what we were looking at before. Interesting. Anyway, balancing. So that's Marius Bane. Duelian. Can I shift you to a grace-based or a spirit sword? Actually, that would be quite nice. Let's do attack speed on it. Heal on smite and additional smite chance. Yeah. Alright, so you're a grace based. That's a shame. So Siren it is. But even then, like, I don't even really want to use grace on Siren because of the decoy. But range is useful, so. But again, I think the UI is bugged out because it doesn't keep saving the setup. So 10, 20, and 14. All right, we'll go with that. We'll go with the Muffin Man outfit. Duelian. Wait, that's a magic's weapon. Huh? Is that correct? Secondary knives? Counter short blades. Ah, okay. That makes sense. So these guys are short blades as well. Yeah, okay. I see what you mean. It's still... Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense then, because then you've got 3 of those, and then you've got 3 of the other short blades. So the combat arts trees will be, like, stacked. Alright. But what blows me away is that this is a magic long blade. So does this take advantage of the combat arts from the magic then? That's a very interesting setup. Let's go play with that Muffin Man. Alright. Beautiful sword though. Yeah, that design is beautiful. I'm definitely going to make this a spirit weapon for sure. No, just the long sword. I'm confused though, because it says it's a long blade, but it's a magic weapon. Maybe it's just like an error. So let's have a look. Yeah, magics, magic weapon, Duelian, magics, long blade. So that's the arts. Why would they say it's magics? Ah, so all of them do anyway. Interesting, okay. Oh, magics as in this. Okay, I'm just having a brain fart. Got it. Makes sense. Okay. I mean, it'd be kind of cool. Have like a magic long blade that like you can kind of do like a... oh, there's a pirate ship. Kind of like, what was that blade out of Elden Ring? Everyone was using it. It was like the Wakizashi blade that had like the light attack, but it looked like a blue blade. It was a really, really good sword. So 2 handy. Got it. So how does this work? Alright, so that's a stabby McStabby weapon. Okay, that's pretty nice. And very effective. That is acceptable. I like this. Wonderful. Dark Moon Greatsword? Yeah, it was something similar to that. What was the, it was in the, Radahn's area. It was in that cave. Only scales with grace virtue. Yeah, I'm going to switch this particular weapon though up and change this from a grace sword probably to spirit. For the most part, I use courage and spirit. I don't really use a lot of range on anything because I don't really see the use in it until I use something like maybe Siren. Or like the Ode Tempest AoE. Moonveil. Thank you, that's the one. Alright. So what do we got? Alright, so this is my very first tier 3 bounty since the hotfix. So hopefully it runs smoothly. I am part of Alka's children at the moment, but I have thought about shifting around again. Alright, where are these things? The gas head things, whatever they're called. This one. The Mistrals, that's the one. So one down there, one there. I think there's one in like a barn somewhere. Oh, look at that. Sweet, that's 2. I have a feeling... Oh, no. Yeah, there's one inside. I had a feeling. There should be one over here. Nope. Okay. But there is a flower. Ah, there we go. There's another one in the barn. Fly blades with the Tethering Pact. Slay. Literally. And Tantrum Lightning. Ciao. Even that little ability on the first slot for Ode Tempest, I'd be happy with. Because at least you get like some sort of feeling of magery from the Ode style pact as well. Alright, so there's one more. And then we're done here. We've got tons of Queen's Folly, which is great. Uh-oh, I heard the click-click. Oh my god, the Basalcum can track us from all the way over here? Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm moving away from that. And to get a chest. Wonderful. Corrupt magic. I would love to see corrupt magic in this game. Excuse me, lady. Thank you very much. I like the fact that they can kind of interrupt you, but not. Dwellian, I like you. So it does give you more stagger. That's good. Alright, where's this other thingy? Or have I finished it? Destroy the Ode. Okay. Is it out in the open somewhere? Am I blind? Possibly. No way. There's a Vadagar stag here? Awesome. Oh, it's over there. Let's go get it. Actually, before I think about... Wait, it's active? Okay. I'm gonna run away from you. And I'm gonna go and bring my bow. But we gotta be quick. Come on. Run, little envoy. I don't want to waste time. And I want this, this stag. Alright. There we go. 52. That's fine. Alright, so 14. That'll be fine. At least 20. Odd numbers for me, but that's okay. Alright. Save. Please. Uh-oh. Did I work too fast? Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. We're good. Thank God. Alright. Vadagar stag. Let's go have a look. Is this abandoning the quest if I go and take on the Vadagar stag? Wait. Where'd it go? Oh man, it's disappeared. Whoops. Oh no, this was a rare one. Uh-oh. Ah. Not very good with these. But anyway. The Maker. Oh my god, it's Marta. She's finally showed up. Excellent. Okay. Well, apparently the Vadagar Stag wasn't here. It's going to be nice to go see Marta again. I do enjoy her. Alright. Where is this thing? It's got to be in a building. By the way, if you roll before picking up flowers, you skip the animation. Ah, love that. Thank you. I should have tried that earlier. Alright, where is this thing? Come on. Nope. Alright, I'll try the traditional way by opening the door. Where is this thing? Nope. So there's 1, 2. I can hear its heavy breathing. That's for sure. Okay. Ah, damn it. Lovely. Thank you very much for that small quality of life tip of picking up the flowers. That's going to be much easier. Mushroom. Tumbleweed. Oh, that was close. Getting stuck on a rock and a hard place. That'd suck. Alright. Unless I'm blind, I cannot seem to find this Mistral thing. No. Oh, Mistral. Where are you hiding? I can hear it. Ah, it's in here. I think. Yeah, it is. Sneaky little thing. How dare you? Anyway. Alright, that's done. There's that tank. But I don't need to go there, so I need to go coastline. Excellent. Have you guys taken on Marta? Have there been any shifts in her her dialogue? I do enjoy her dialogue. I kind of hope, in all honesty, that she is our transportation. Like, she's that old and craggedy and tired that she's like, you know what? I'm going to take you up to the Sky Castle. I would love that. Alright, corrupt enemies down. I'm assuming... Wow, okay. Alright, Dorito ship.
Well, where's the bodies? Marta needs meat. Well, kill the straggler.
Okie dokie. Yeah, she's so crotchety and old. She's like, you know what? I'm going to take you up to the Sky Castle. Be great. Oh, give me that soul. Thank you very much. Yo, refresh the timer. Amazeballs. So much smite. Incredible. And it lasts the more smite that you give, too. Give me again. 1, 2. Wait. There we go. Yo, even the base attack is incredible. Wow. Gimme. No. Give me a soul. Thank you. And again. Wow. Thank you. This is dope. Look at how many smites there are. This is crazy. Your healing doesn't work here. You shall not pass. Alright, come on. Steal the goddamn soul. The tracking is still janky. I want to be on a roll. Excuse me, get out of here. Yo, that guy just like literally just ascended. That's awesome. This is insanity. Wow. Look, they're all just like ascending to being like, okay, we're done. Alright. That was a lot more enemies though. That was very cool.
My thanks, Straggler.
You're welcome, Mada.
I never get to do this. So conjure we the tempest and bring it so Duke
I can't see your Dorito ship. Oh, she's just there.
Release the Nimrod.
Ah, the Dimrod. Where are you, bub? Hello. I love that animation. It's amazing. Excuse me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much again. So the more smites that you pull in, the timer actually goes a little bit slower for each one that you pull in. That's really cool. And the stagger amount on the hits from the utility of that totem that we have and the attack speed increase is phenomenal. Thank you very much. Again. This is sick. Wow. Okay. Look at that. More ascension happening. This is hilarious. Siren has definitely had a glow up. Especially with bows. Bye-bye, baby boy. That was amazing. Very cool. Alright. And what do we get for that? Ms. Mada. Alright, I'm gonna free these Bambis. Oh, wait. No more bombs? Okay.
All according to protocol, I suppose. Enjoy your garbage, Gruel.
I will enjoy my garbage. Thank you, Mada. Easiest photosynthesis. Okay. Well, that was fun. Tempest Braze. Alright, so we've got those. Okay. Well, that's the bow done. So, I'm gonna play around with Bromius a bit more, I believe. But I really want to play around with the staff as well. So I may just play with a shoulder. Odiak is phenomenal. With the current setup of their Arcstorm as well. Like, it's just crazy. Alright. So I'll keep leveling this one. 17, 8, and 21. Alright. Yeah, these keep on playing up a bit. So 27. So minimum 10. I'll see if I can push that to 30. And then what's the damage output? Is 60. But that's only level 9. So... And we don't really have a lot of armor base. So the best one to use, obviously, is Mendicant King. But it's probably one of the coolest outfits that you can wear. So why would you want to wear anything else? I haven't done any bestitching, though. So I'm going to test it out on this. Because this essentially gives you the highest amount of, at least physical reduction of damage. So, defensively. Can I brew you yet? No. Oh man, I still need like 5 more of these Synods Maiden. Come on. And then Jaden Drop. Have you guys had any luck on finding these by any chance? Everything else I seem good for. But it's just the Jaden Drop, and apparently the Synods Maiden. And it's a 10-second brew. I do like Rhiannon, so I'll probably do that first. I haven't done any bestitching, so... So does that mean we just transmogrify the current item to a different look? Why would I do that? You can't spin the envoy, but that's alright. But you maintain your stats as far as I'm aware. Let's just go with... Should we do the bucket hat? What do you guys reckon? Wait, isn't that supposed to be closed? Like a closed helmet, I mean. I mean, I could probably just do nothing. But... I'm tempted to do the bucket hat. Do they now? Or, I don't know, maybe some armor change? But I really like the look of this armor though. I like all of that, so it's a bit difficult to kind of choose what I want to bestitch. But I'm curious to see what happens when you actually do a bestitching.
Then tell it we are busy.
Bugger it. I'll do the bucket hat. If show you wish to bestitch, Bassinet of the Mendicant King for 1. The essence and abilities of the armor will be retained, but appearance will change to the Great Helmet of Fire King. Okay. So maybe it might be better. I mean, I can always change it back. Alright, I'll do the bucket hat. Okay, so it does level her up by 1. And then if I cancel that and reset... Oh wait, that doesn't work. So if I bestitch that again... Unknown error. Oh, righto. Oh, I think I just broke the game. That's funny. So if I do that again... and bestitch. Alright, so she's 1. She's level 1. Uh-huh. So now that she's bond 1,
Something I said.
what does that do?
Envoy, your aura is smelling rather drab today. N'est-ce pas, puppets?
Okay. So Synods Maiden, if I go and make these color palettes, will that be a better choice? Alright, dark fur it is. Dark pants. and dark fur. Alright, there we go.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, bestitching only gives her 1 rank.
I know.
What else have we got?
Cool.
Arbearer's Braze, Arbearer's Mask, and Mockery Death Run. Is there anything else I can build? I don't think there is. Synod's Belljar, yada yada yada. Ah, I do need to go check out what that totem does. I think it's the Dire Wolf or something. Which one is that one? So it gives +5 grace, the Dire Skull. A moonsteel brooch in the likeness of a lichen skull, a warning snarl upon your chest. That's actually pretty cool. If it gives you 5 grace, I mean, you lose 1 stat per virtue if you take away from the triune, but that's range. So if you're not relying too much on grace, that's actually not too bad. So +4, 20, 30, 10. Alright, a shoulder. We'll take you for a spin. Where am I at? Dermac Undercity. I am close to Salzburg. And then Curlau. I'm just curious if I've missed any newer areas. I have gone down to Stroic. I'm assuming that's what it's called. Mendicant King apparently is on holiday. I haven't been down to New Vissi yet. So I might actually... How long have I been? Almost at 2 hours, 17 minutes for stream. So Dermac Undercity, Glades of Anduran, and the Neathans. Let's go do the Neathans. I want to see if there's any chests in there since the hotfix. Right. Okay. That's that. And lightning. I like this rune. It's very good. Okay. I'm pretty confident each smite that you absorb, it continues to increase the timing of it, essentially. I'm not too sure how much by. Cool. Thank you, Messenger. Ah, there is one more thing I wanted to check. The rats. What do they do? So, I believe we got a few. So that is not... So what's the catalogue? So there's goose and a rat. Compatible. Right, so we've got short blades and bows. Plus 20 damage to a nearby enemy. That's actually pretty great. Wait, on smite. 80 stagger, 6 meters around the target. Yo, how did we get 16 of those totems? Jesus. Okay, what coloration is that? That's green. So they're both green. Alright, well, I'll melt these down. Don't need these. Or that many. I just need 1. So how many different rats are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. What? There's 6 different rats? Okay. So it looks like I haven't found some of the rarer ones, or I've just completely removed some. Interesting, okay. I'll keep some of these as a surplus though. Just in case. So we've got 12,825 in harmony. Okay, and the messenger apparently has 21 of these. Where? Okay. Stagger on primary attack. Okay, I don't need that. And that's for flyblades too. Okay. Kick staggers increase. Wait, I've got 2 of these? Okay. Alright, so that's staff. Right. So, plus 20 damage to a nearby enemy, but the smite. 80% stagger. 6 meters around the target. That's pretty cool. And that's for a bow. And short. Okay, so you get a particular animal, but that's spread across all the different weapon classes. That's dope. Alright, well I will want to play with those. So 43 or 54. Okay, so I've still got some more to find. So additional smite chance. Attack reduces enemy armor. But I can put this on to my staff as well. No, okay. Alright. Attack speed, reduction in armor, smite chance. That's way better. Alright, what have we got? Rune. Excellent, we can upgrade you again. That's 100% voltaic damage for 25 seconds. Awesome. So the max rank is at 20,000. Holy Hannah. Okay. Alright. What I might do is run to the Neathans. I'll do a run through there. And most likely I will run away for dinner time because I am hungry. Alright. So you can take the Flappy Birds. Even though we don't have attack speed, that's insane. I also really like this. It's like a corrupt damage magic. That looks sick. I really wish we could get some corrupt magic for the envoy use. That'd be very nice. Alright. Weeping Bell. Wait, that's a Pokemon. Wrong game, Bart. Wrong game. Hello. I'm here to invade your village. Please, follow me. Please, sir, follow me. Uh-oh. Can I have your armor? Or your soul, actually. Thank you very much. Cool. Apparently I can't aim. Hello, Benarat. Yo, this lightning storm is dope. That's awesome. My favorite one so far. Whoa. Hello. Thank you very much. Okay. Actually, I may actually wrap up because I am very hungry. It's unfortunate being human sometimes. You must eat. So I probably will drop back into the Nightfold and I will save all my progress. And I'll wrap up for this evening, but I will most likely be jumping into a dual stream tomorrow. Meaning...
That smell. Bring it closer. My sight isn't what it was, you know?
Okay. But I've already done the quest. But, I mean, you can have another smell if you want. Wait. Huh? Where'd she go? I've run away. Do not come looking for me. Off to the Druid Damp I go. The Witch Verminia. Okay. Cool. Apparently I'm not going to go eat now. because I've got to go find Verminia. I'm going to assume she's gone back to her cave, which is all the way down here, which is fine. So we'll go for a little jaunt and go find Verminia. Bonsoir, ça va? Je suis SmoothOpurrator. Okay, cool. Well, I was wondering when that was going to happen. I thought it would happen around like rank 2 that she would disappear, but apparently it's rank 1, which is great. So let's go find her. Oopsie daisy. I have too much power. Gotta say, these runes open up a ton. Oh, it was Frank and Matilda. Have a great night, guys. Wait, don't get stuck in the cage. There we go. Be free. I really wish that we could use these as teleports, in all honesty. Like, they're all the way throughout the world. I would really love these. Like soul gates or something, I don't know. I would love them to be a mode of transportation. I do understand people in the community have been talking about like animal transport and whatever, but mounts, I guess. But I don't know. On a personal thing, it's probably not an opinion that most people would really be happy to hear, but I mean, it's my kind of view. I would prefer to keep some sort of like foot kind of travel, but still be able to teleport. And we've got the ability to teleport between the soul gates anyway within the dungeons, but if we made that world map wise, I just feel like that would work well. Or maybe perhaps like an offering to the world tree, and they can teleport you through like their root system through the Nethans to a different location that we can kind of direct in, you know, a rough estimated area. Because I mean, like, you know, there's this giant castle down here, there's a world tree right there, but then say for example you're all the way up here, you've got 2 access points to be able to go through like the Nethans and then pop out here and then just go to the giant castle and visit Mom. Well, if she was there, which she's not anymore. We don't know where she's gone. But I mean, that must have been like how many years ago for the envoy? We were a little baby. Oh, yo, that lightning does a whole bunch of AoE. Excuse me. Alright. Let's quickly go have a dance in Fort Kernhold. It's going to run out. That's alright. We'll get more smite. 1 in 13 chance. Why not? Oh, level 20. Hello. Thank you. Give me a soul. And I appreciate you for that. Yo, god damn it. Oh. Oh well. At least I'm close. You, my friend, are pain. If you can hit me that far away, I should be able to hit you. Knifey spoony, you know? Get out of here. You're one of them, and you're a problem. I'm just gonna kick you. And then I'm gonna stab you in the face. Excuse me. Yeah. Take my 9-size boot to the face. Rude. Thank you. Ow. Can you block every single attack? Really? Yo, that's a good AoE. I don't know why. Oh, it's probably because of the rune enhancement. See, even that, like, lightning spell from the mage would be nice on Node Tempest too. Okay. Cool. Now I have to refocus. I was heading to Verminia's cave. I will leave the castle for another time. I just got excited about the rune use. But also there's some chests here and a weapon rack ×2. Gimme. Very tempered. I do need to go get some blessed joineries as well. I just need at least 2 of the Iridus's blessing. Whoa. Lots of messages in our chatty chat again. Okay. Alright. Verminia's cave. Where are you, Verminia? Please come to me. I really want to see the Grandpapa enter into the game as well. Be really cool to see him. Alright. Over the hill and far away. Verminia's cave is not far away. I know. Okay. And let's jump again. Or roll down the hill. Jack and Dill, roll down the hill. Alright. I need to figure out which side it's on. I think the pathway is just on the opposite side. Of course it is. Hey, Bambi. You thought you could get away from me? I don't think so. I appreciate your patronage to my inventory. Alright, so that's blocked off. Giant dead tree, that's what I always look for. Pathway down and cave. Of course you're in here. Sneaking off from the Nightfold like that. Alright, let's have a chat. That Reek envoy, I wish to be all alone. Of course you cannot read. Okay, she's still as sassy as ever. So will you return to the Nightfold? Please. Never. I cannot possibly spend my afterlife upon such a watery grave. I smell only salt. I taste only grey. Even the deepest and darkest of blues would be better. But even this I do not want. Give La Lily. Okay. Ultramarine, the colour of dusk. 'Twas the hue I ever smelt, you know, the taste of the sky reflected off the dark waters. Red ropes bit my skin, my yellowed curses filled the air. Oh, you should have seen those cowards' faces, but in the moment they dropped me, I smelt only dusk. Huh. Okay. Alas, water is not really blue, a lie of the light. When I sunk beneath the surface of the sky, I tasted only salt. I saw only grey. I will return to your wretched brine, envoy, but only because I wish to brew the new hue. Your outfit could certainly use it. Hmm? Oh, Verminia's memoir. Cool. Okay. Well, do I see you back at the hub, or are you gonna, like, still hang out here? Okay. Alright. You back? Oh, wow. Damn, she's quick. Okay.
The envoy. It brings us a neighbor?
Sure do.
Then tell it we are busy.
I'm not busy. Wait, so we get a new color palette for free?
I know.
Dope. Okay. Orange, green. Alright. Alright, so that changes the faceplate. That's dope. Alright, so if we change that all to orange. Okay. So what are we changing here? Alright, so that's the tunic. Oh wow, the green looks nice. Even the yellow looks good. But the deep royal blue is really nice.
So you.
Apparently it's me. Thanks, Verminia. How dare you run away? So that's orange. Okay, cool. So you can do like a... Wow, okay, this is really nice. So we can do a green sash. Green fur. Orange fur. White fur. Blue fur. Cool. Yeah, the dark green and blue is quite nice. Alright, so what's this? This is the metal. So that's orange. That's actually cool. But even the dark green is really nice. But the helmet... I'll make that dark steel. It's not like a true black, but it's close enough. So the blue, that's orange, yellow. The yellow actually looks quite nice. But even just like the royal green, that's quite cool.
Drab, everything drab.
I actually don't mind that at all. I think I might change the fox though.
I know.
So how do I figure that out? So, no. No. Okay, so the bottom one is the fox color. So if we keep that black... I'm such a basic bee though. I know I am. Alright, there's that. I do like the royal blue though. So I'm assuming that's the top?
Yes.
No.
This is so you.
Thanks, Verminia. Not that one. Okay, so the top one is top. Right. I actually quite like that.
Bring us back a morsel next time.
Hmm? Yeah,
Palette is
that's nice.
very dry.
Cool. Alright, we get a free color palette from Verminia.
A snack.
Who knew? I don't know what else that changes. Like the bottom two change the faceplate and the back helm. So it does give it like a little bit more of like a flamey kind of burn look. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, there you go. I did not know that you got a free color palette from Verminia. But I guess that all being said, we've done quite a lot. So let's go visit Orlick for a creepy baby conversation.
Greetings and greetings.
It doesn't look like there's any new entries. I've covered most of the other new ones that we've had. The Fallen Sky Tower, Folksgrove, Fontish Fort, yeah, that's all done. Glades of Anduran, we haven't got anything for those yet.
Back to Fen you
The
go.
Airbearer Bromius? Alright, so we've maxed out the pact for him. And then Brewer of Hues, and then the Waste Bear. So we can't replay that quest at all, but the Tormented Stag we can. Steel Singer's fine. She Will Snared, you can play Orangles, but you can't replay Orlick. That makes sense though. War Songs you can, which is, I think, just like your hair, skin tone, hair color, and style. Okay. Memories of War Songs. So this is all about Grandpapa, or like, yeah, Grandfa. So these are the recollection memories of that, and that's for the Juniper Bow as well. So a game of ships. Found me down the wells. That's Abacot. So okay, well that's pretty much all the codex in the game at the moment. I'll just quickly check to Volcane, but I think that'll wrap up today's stream for now. Alright, so we'll be looking for the Arbearer's Braze and the Mask, and we'll probably do another run with all the mini bosses, and hopefully we can get the finishing touches on the Arbearers set, and the what else was I thinking? So that's 62 damage. I'll figure out a little bit more of what we'll be doing tomorrow. So 15, 29. I'll boost that to 30. So 17 courage. And that should be Oshelda in a nutshell. I'll continue leveling tomorrow the AEST route, but also the Marrow's Bane and the Dwellian. And then we'll have a look at, hopefully, the melee rune that's within the game, because we've obtained 2 of the 3. The Arcstorm rune and also the Alka's Breath. So we'll go through and build some more different builds tomorrow and just test some things out too. So if there's anything that you guys are interested in, just drop them into the chat and we'll go from there. So, but yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed today's stream. I certainly have. It's been very fun. So hopefully we could get another color palette soon, and yeah, work our way through the world of Madrath and Alcaraz once again. So thank you very much for watching and hanging out, chatting. Hope you all take care of yourselves and rehydrate, get some good sleep, all that sort of good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much. So I will say ciao for now. Ciao.